Hello, everybody. This is Jimmy Dodd Jr. along with my broadcast partner, Brad Hancock, and we want to welcome Coach David Gunn. And this is week 2 of Paragould football, and we were coming off the opening game of the season, and it was a heck of an environment at Ram Stadium last Friday night. And Coach, talk a little bit about just the environment before we talk a little about the game and your thoughts on it.
Well, it was certainly a great crowd, and we want to thank the people of Paragould for showing up and supporting our kids. You wouldn't have found a better setting for a high school football game than what you did on Friday night, so we are very grateful for those who showed up to support the Rams.
It was a great atmosphere. It was a great crowd. There was a lot of anticipation, and we played a good opponent.
Greene County Tech is a good football team. They very well coach. They had a solid game plan, and we respect those guys and wish them well.
What did you learn about the football team Friday night after you come out of preseason practice and the anticipation of Tech Week? What did you really learn about the team last Friday night?
One is just confirm that, we got some scrappy kids that's going to play hard. That's how we want to define Paragould football, excellent effort. And we got that. The guys, they played smart in most cases. We had a couple of breakdowns. Wasn't anticipating the turnovers, and with the type of offense that we run, those things are always going to be possible. And so I want our fans to understand that, and all those who support Paragould football, we're an option team, and the ball is going to be on the ground sometime. But I was expecting us to do a little bit better job of protecting football, but timing and all those things that you get into the first ball game, it showed. But our guys did not quit, and we will continue to get better.
One of the things that Brad and I talked about during the game was Greene County Tech had a very physical football team, and I thought our kids really stood up to that. I thought that we competed on defense extremely well because obviously we put the ball on the ground a little bit and put our defense in some challenging positions, but really for the most part they responded well.
Yeah, you're being nice. I would put the ground on ball on the ground quite a bit, but no, they're a big team. And most of the nights we take the field, we're going to be the smaller team, but that's okay. It has nothing to do with hitting. And our guys, they're physical. We don't expect that to change throughout the course of the year. And when we step on the football field, we want teams to know that when they play Paragould, that we're going to bring it as far as striking them.
Yeah, the defense, that was one thing that I saw that in that first half, we forced 5 fourth downs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it's just where they were at on the field. And, it was on Tech's end of the field, so naturally they went for it. But just if the field positions differently, you've got to punt. So
yeah.
The defense played great. The score was a little deceiving on that, but you have to be satisfied with the defense, how they played.
We are. Like I said, there was a couple of big plays that we gave up, or you take those away, and then the score may be different for us, the amount that they score, but forcing teams in the fourth downs, and that's one of the things we emphasized this week. We got to get off the field on fourth down. It was a long night for those guys, and they played with great effort. But when that opportunity to get the momentum to swing back our way to stop them on fourth down, they converted several of those, and a couple of those are just outstanding plays by their players. We're in position, and so as we move forward, that's one of the things that we emphasize. Guys, let's get off the field. Let's get the ball back, and let's get that momentum swinging back our way.
One of the key plays in the game I thought was right before halftime because in spite of the turnovers, it was 14-0. There was about 10 seconds left in the half, and really it was a tough play. We were almost in position to make a play, and young man made a nice play on the ball in the back of the end zone, and that was a critical point of the game, and we go in 21-0 instead of 14.
And another fourth down too, wasn't it? 4th and 14 or so.
May have been.
Yeah, it was a long one as far as the down and distance.
Yeah.
That goes back to where our inexperience showed up. We have a sophomore that was back there, a very talented sophomore, had a safety in at that time who was first year to play football. Mm-hmm. They both were right there. And, we just within a few inches of making that play. Now, we're going to make that play before the year's over. You write it down. But, so it's a great learning experience for those guys. And as we continue to get that experience, you'll see those guys making those plays.
You talk a lot about teaching, and that was one thing that I thought was really striking. And we talked about this in the preseason. How did the kids respond after Friday night? I know you came back on Saturday and got back after, but how have you assessed how they responded to to Friday night?
One of the things that we're emphasizing to our football team is the next play. We took that theme from one of the scriptures when the Apostle Paul makes the statement, one thing I do, forget what lies behind me. I reach forward to what lies ahead of me to win the prize. And that's what we want to do, whether it's a bad day in the classroom, whether it's the previous play that has gone bad, whether it's the previous ball game. Next play means we're moving forward, and we're going to focus on getting better. And what we have to do, whether as an individual, as a team, to get to that next level. Because there's a prize waiting on this football team that we're not going to neglect to emphasize. Our goal is to have a winning preseason. And then once the preseason is over, get in the conference, have a winning conference season. And for this team to become a playoff team, that may be far-fetched for some, but no, I believe we have the potential of doing that. And as we spoke with the team this morning, that is what we're emphasizing. So they bounced back. Yeah, they was dejected on Saturday morning. And that's the reason we want to get them back in as soon as possible, point out the mistakes, and then begin moving forward. And then this morning, we had a 6 a.m. workout, and those guys are feeling pretty good about the game plan. Got a practice. This has been recorded on Wednesday, so we got practice this afternoon. It won't be a long one, but then we come in and polish up the game plan and be ready to play.
That's one thing I like about your coaching styles is you apply that to life too. And so, you got to face adversity in life, and, adversity, how they respond to that this week is going to be huge. Can they bottle up that anger and frustration from Friday night and take it to Piggott Friday night? And, I'm anxious to see how the team responds.
Yeah.
Well, we're looking forward to it as well. Crosstown rivalry, big loss, and now it will be so easy to allow your opponent to beat you twice.
Right.
We're not looking back, we're looking forward. Nothing for us is going to come easy. We're going to give the utmost respect to every opponent we play. And so we expect another hard-fought ball game. And the thing for us now is not to make the same mistakes again.
Right. As we move forward to Friday night, talk a little bit about Piggott. That we don't know a lot about Piggott. They've not been on the schedule for the last few years. Have you had a chance to look at the Mohawks and the challenges that they will present for us on Friday night?
Oh, yes. Coach Simmons is a very good football coach. I'm looking forward to meeting him for the first time in person. But, he's won everywhere he's been. He has a record that speaks for itself. They're going to be fundamentally sound. And, they're going to be a team that's going to get after you. If not last year before last, there was a playoff team, did very well. And so we expect those guys, if we are the largest school, larger classification. And so when Piggott schedules Paragould, it tells Ross back they're not afraid.
Right.
And so we got to be mindful of that. But no, they're going to be a football team that's going to line up and play very hard. They lost to Gosnell their very first ball game. But Gosnell is a very good football team. I expect them to do very well this year. And, I expect Piggott to show up and give us, a very good football game.
Well, you talk about Piggott showing up. We need to show up.
Yeah.
So we need our fans to travel Friday night and hit the road and travel north to Clay County. And kickoff's at 7 o'clock on Friday night.
That is correct.
I think we're going to try to go up and
we'll
actually
try.
broadcast the game. Zach's got everything ready, and
If not, we'll be in the stands.
we'll get something done.
In the
but hey,
stands cheering.
yeah, that's
right.
exactly right. That's exactly right. Maybe officiating a little bit too.
Okay. Well, I'm not worried about those guys. Y'all can handle that part.
But we're really looking forward to it. We need the fans to support us Friday night, and it's an opportunity. You've talked about opportunities a lot. Big one ahead Friday night.
It certainly is an opportunity for us to get on the winning side, but we must go out and execute. And I expect nothing different from my kids to come back. Which there's two things that for us to be successful: excellent effort. We saw that on Friday night. Now we've got to have excellent execution. When we do that, then you guys are going to be, and the people of Paragould are going to be very proud of the product that's on the football field.
Coach, we're excited.
Yeah.
Brad, I know we are. Hope you are too. Come join us Friday night, and let's go get after those Mohawks.
Thanks, guys.